Hello and welcome back to IBMA World of Bluegrass and the Acoustic Shop / Ozark Music Shop live stream event of the year. We only do this once a year because that's the only time they host this event in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're very excited. This is day one of the actual convention. The weekend has numerous acts from all around the world going to be performing, but right now there's so much music going on. The entire trade show is full of all kinds of luthiers and bands and stores and musicians, and it's just a great time. If you guys ever get a chance to come to Raleigh, North Carolina, do so to be part of the World of Bluegrass. We've got some great acts coming up for this episode. Can't wait to show them to you, so stay tuned for live at the World of Bluegrass, the Ozark Music Shop. Over 30 years ago, we were touring the world, my brothers and my father, and we got to see a little bit of everything. Then we decided to come off the road and settle down in Springfield, Missouri and open a music retail store.
And ever since then, we've had some of the coolest instruments and even cooler people come through the door.
Now we have cameras that follow us everywhere we go, so you can see exactly what it's like to be at the Ozark Music Shop. Over 30 years ago, we were touring the world.
And we're back at the World of Bluegrass in Raleigh, North Carolina. You're probably wondering, where is John? We had to let him go, unfortunately. Cutbacks at the show. No, actually, John is moderating an IBMA seminar, and he couldn't be a part of this live stream, but he'll be back for the next one. But we have some very good friends of the shop, people we've known for a long time. We got some award winners with us today. We'll talk a little bit about that after this first song. But these guys have been on the show in some configuration or another numerous times, including last year here at IBMA. So glad to have you guys back on day one. Appreciate you being a part of it.
Great to be back, man. I love it.
What a way to kick this thing off for the second episode of Live from IBMA World of Bluegrass. Why don't you make them welcome? This is Nick Dumas and Branchline.
Feed our family. We'd all pitch in together, made a living from that ground. Once a month on Saturday, take us all to town. We'd go to town, a 47 Chrysler with all the windows down. Dirt poor tenant farmers working sun up to sundown. We were Rockefeller rich when we'd all go to town. Hardware store. We'd go to town, a 47 Chrysler with all the windows down. Dirt poor tenant farmers working sun up to sundown. We were Rockefeller rich when we'd all go to town. Chrysler with all the windows down. Dirt poor tenant farmers working sun up to sundown. We were Rockefeller rich when we'd all go to town. Yeah, we were Rockefeller rich when we'd all go to town.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
All right, Nick Dumas and Branchline, thank you guys for being on the show. We're going to commercial here. We're going straight into the interview. All right. So thank you for coming back again, being a part of it. I understand we had some award-winning ceremony. Was that last night or this morning?
This morning, the Momentum Awards this morning. Yes.
So why don't you go ahead and explain who won? Maddie won the Instrumentalist of the Year.
Yes.
Or co-won it?
Well, yeah, she did. Yeah, co-won it with Gavin Largent. Gavin Largent won it. But yes, Maddie Dalton right here on the bass is your 2023 Instrumentalist of the Year for the Momentum Awards. So proud of this awesome girl here.
And then Carly here.
And Carly Arrowwood right here won Momentum Vocalist of the Year. She is a female vocalist.
And you were also up for Vocalist of the Year, is that correct?
Yeah, we were actually up against each other. I was super honored to have been nominated for Vocalist of the Year as well this year, and so thrilled to see her.
Congratulations to both of you guys. That's awesome. I was really excited when I saw that this morning. So, great way to kick off your IBMA weekend.
Yes.
You guys got a lot of showcases scheduled?
Yeah, we got a few left. I'm doing a duo show with Rick Ferris tonight. Used to play with him with Special Consensus or at the Skyline Records Suite at 1 a.m. So
I'll be wide awake. Right?
right.
I'll be on my 10th Red Bull.
Yeah. And then we're doing another Branchline show in the same suite tomorrow at about 12:25. So a little bit earlier. We'll be a little more awake probably. And then,
so what does this year look like for you? You've been doing a lot of touring?
Been touring quite a bit, yeah. Did a lot of stuff out west and up in the Midwest where I'm living now. We played a couple tours up there, and of course down here, heading to Virginia in a couple weeks, and then Las Vegas, and we're just having fun.
How's the event center you guys are working with up in your actually home?
Yeah, the Fiddler's Farm there in Sturgeon Bay. It's going great. We're closed for the season now. Just colder weather comes in, and there's no heat in the barn. So
if you guys haven't got a chance to check that out, they've got a really cool event center up there. You do other things like weddings and things like that there, but you also brought in a few really good bluegrass acts. I guess from what I've heard, they've gone very well.
Gone incredibly well. Yeah, we've had Appalachian Roadshow 3 years in a row. Authentic Unlimited came for the first time this year. And then we have our house band, which I play with when I'm not on the road. And it's been going really well. Great crowds, great turnout in a beautiful area of Wisconsin, too. Door County's awesome.
So what have you found, like some of the differences of event producing versus being on the other end of it as a performer?
Equally stressful? No, it's great. It's fun getting to... I'm running with my family, my wife and my in-laws. We all just kind of run the place together, and it makes it actually quite a bit easier not having to do it all as one person. And it's a fun family adventure. We love it. And
awesome.
Getting to play and just be part of it. It's an honor. It really is.
We found that too. We've got a chance to do some of both with the shop, being able to produce some shows and be on the other end of it. And I think some of those things you learned on the road when you were a musician, how you wanted to be treated or dealt with, makes it easier to obviously put on the event as well.
It helps us too when we get touring bands come through. It's like, I want to treat them how we would have wanted to be treated at a venue, and try to make them as comfortable and as welcome at home as we can.
Well, Nick, I appreciate, like I said, being on the show. Your band has always been one that I've enjoyed listening to every time we come to IBMA, especially just getting to see you guys live. And you're playing as a mandolin player. I remember when we first met you up into Washington State, and then all those years we've known you.
So
your
many
playing
years
just
ago
keeps
now.
improving, and
thank you, man.
I love the tone you're pulling out of your instrument. So
that means a lot coming from you. Thank you.
I mean it. Why don't you go ahead? I'll let you get a chance to introduce the band and maybe play us a couple more songs.
We'd be happy to. Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, why don't you give a big round of applause? This is Nick Dumas and Branchline.
Thank you, Jeremy. Yes, I'll just kind of go down the line here real quick. Down here on the banjo from Nashville, Tennessee. He is your head honcho, the CEO, owner of Skyline Records. And he's a mighty fine banjo player. I've known him many years now. And grew up with him in the Pacific Northwest as well. That's Mr. Will McSeveny right there. Give it up, everybody. Thank you. Right here on the guitar from Newton, North Carolina. Been playing a lot of music with this guy over the past few years, and he is one of the finest guitar players I've ever had the chance to play with. Great singer, too, and just an all-around great guy. He's awesome. Mr. Daniel Thrailkill on the guitar. How about it? Right back here on the bass, like we said earlier, your 2023 Momentum Instrumentalist of the Year. She comes to you from Southwest Missouri, way down in there. And she is one of my favorite bass players. Miss Maddie Dalton right there on the upright bass. And then your 2023 Momentum Vocalist of the Year right here on fiddle, one of my favorite fiddle players on this planet. She is absolutely incredible. She has a great band of her own that they tour with, and always an honor to get to play and sing with her. That's Carly Arrowwood here on the fiddle. And over here on the dobro from the Johnson City, Tennessee area, really happy to have this guy with us this weekend. He's learned our material really short, in a very short time, and it's like he's been playing with us for years. He is a truly amazing player and a great guy. Please give it up, Mr. Daniel Norton on the dobro. We're going to do a couple more songs here. We're going to do an original tune that's off of my brand new project, off of Skyline Records. That project's titled Details, and this is a song that I revived from one of my old bands out in the Pacific Northwest, and we hope you like it, one called Old Soul. I'm a young man, my days on earth are few. I can feel the past swirling round. I can hear those echoes of long ago. I'm a young man, an old soul. The change in progress all around, but my mind sees the dirt and the plow, where a hard day of working is surely worth the toll. I'm a young man, an old soul. I'm an old soul, can't tell you where I've been, but I've traveled this road once before. Faces have changed, but the places remain. I'm a young man, an old soul. Replaced by concrete and steel, but I still see those mountains, I still smell the coal. I'm a young man, an old soul. I'm an old soul, can't tell you where I've been, but I've traveled this road once before. Faces have changed, but the places remain. I'm a young man, an old soul. I can hear its sad and mournful sound. The fire a-burning its wheels on a roll. I'm a young man, an old soul. I'm an old soul, can't tell you where I've been, but I've traveled this road once before. The faces have changed, but the places remain. I'm a young man, an old soul.
I'm a young man, an old soul.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. Thanks to John and Jason, Jeremy, for having us here at the Acoustic Shop. You guys are awesome. We'll get out of here on one more off of that new record. One written by Becky Bowler and John Weisberger. They're awesome, and thank them for sending us this song. It's as soon as that banjo's in tune over there. It's always the banjo player. It's always the banjo player. One called How Many Towns. Thank you so much for coming out and seeing us, everybody. We'll get out of here. Yeah, man.
The road is stretching out in front of me, no end in sight. I'm weary, but my mind is running free on towards the light up ahead tonight. How many towns till I get home? How many miles will I have to roll? How many years till I shut it down? How many towns? Veins like a siren song. My heart needs to be near you just the same. It drives me on back where I belong. How many towns till I get home? How many miles will I have to roll? How many years till I shut it down? How many towns? Traveling days are through, gonna let them go. Kick off my shoes and stay right there with you. But we both know the way I roll. How many towns till I get home? How many miles will I have to roll? How many years till I shut it down? How many towns?
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you all around. Thank you.
All right. Hello and welcome back to the IBMA World of Bluegrass in Raleigh, North Carolina. We're having a great time out here. This is the second episode. We're going to be doing live streams throughout the entire weekend, and we've got a whole lot of acts already lined up, but every now and then we get a little open spot where we didn't have an act sign up, and the great thing about IBMA is there's so many really good musicians just walking around that we just reach out in the aisles and just grab one and ask them to come in here, and that's somewhat what we did here. These guys that I saw walking around last year got to hear you guys play a little bit, and then fortunate enough to get him to fill this spot for us. Nick Dumas and Branchline did a great job on that last segment. We got these guys all the way from Savannah, Georgia. Is that correct? All right, we can't wait to hear these guys live, first time on the TV show. Make them welcome, if you will. This is Heading Home. Great job, guys. So, like I'd mentioned, this was a kind of unscheduled slot that you guys were able to fill in there. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your band? How long you guys been playing? Obviously, you're a family band, correct?
Yes, sir. So we've been together for
As
about...
close as you can get in there.
Yeah, we've been together for about 5 years. I mean, we've been together as a family for longer than that, but we've been a bluegrass band for about 5 years. And up here we've got Dad and Mom and 4 of us children.
That's
so
awesome.
We're all family group.
And you guys all been playing roughly the same amount of time as musicians?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. So what made you guys pick the instruments that you did choose as far as banjo, guitar, mandolin?
We all just kind of settled into our favorite. It was pretty natural. We didn't have any big fights over it.
All right, and who are the oldest, or the what is the age groups of?
The oldest is obviously right here.
I should have known.
No, over here is Luke. He is 25. And my name is Libby. I'm 23. Lucy is 21, and Timothy is 19. Our mom Marina on fiddle, and our dad John on bass.
That's awesome. you guys have been touring as a band about how long? Since you started, have you been out on the road playing?
It's probably just been a couple years. We've been traveling around more. We just got our bus this year.
Well, congratulations. We saw, I think you got a trailer out in the lot outside, right?
The bus didn't come here because we got hotel rooms.
Okay. Well, I think we parked right next to you guys. I was familiar when we bumped into you in the aisle, and I'm really glad you guys were able to be on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
I think we got time to get you guys to do a couple more. I want to thank our sponsors for the show before we get out of here with these guys. We do have Thompson Guitars, Bedell Guitars, Boucher, Eastman Guitars and Mandolins, Peterson Tuners, and then over here, one of our lead sponsors was the Walnut Valley Festival in Winfield, Kansas, Bourgeois Guitars, Fishman Amps and Pickups. We also have D'Addario and Atkin Guitars. All those guys, we want to thank them so much for helping us put on this event. Throughout the year, we do a lot of live streams. If you guys are watching the show either here in person, scan that QR code and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Right now, the TVs have froze up in-house, but online you can be watching it live, and we'll be doing that all weekend. So just scan that QR code, and then you will be able to be subscribed to the channel and notified every time we go live. We've got a lot of really good acts scheduled throughout the weekend. And if you're watching from home and you're already a subscriber, thank you for that. Make sure you guys show all the bands that have been on it some love. Go over to their websites and their YouTube pages and like and subscribe with those guys as well, because it really supports it. And that's the cool thing about this event is it just brings together bluegrass and acoustic Americana groups from worldwide all together into one location here in Raleigh, North Carolina. And we're going to try to capture as much of that on video as we can. They got the Red Hat Festival going on the weekend. They take over most of the entire downtown Raleigh with musical events going on all over the city. And we'll try to capture some of that and send some of that to you guys who didn't attend this year and hopefully entice you to come back next year. But we'll get these guys, I think we got time to do 2 more songs, Jay? That sounds good. We get 2 more songs out of you guys? All right, why don't you make them feel welcome one more time. This is Heading Home.
All right, thank you all so much for having us.
Been a lot of fun, a real privilege. While they tune up, we'll get ready for our last one. I think you're all going to recognize Lonesome Pine. So, a couple more minutes, and we'll be ready to go. Thank you.